my leg is killing me. It was hard just to walk, just walk a few steps to the stairs. It's really painful today.
What $200 didn't you get, Eileen?
Jen, do you want to let me know what this transaction detail for my Tri-Counties bank says?
Okay. It says right here that her benefit payment was for $464.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was deposited on May 1st.
Yeah?
May 4th.
I'm not debating that. I want to
Okay.
know what, she said I changed the terms, but what $200 didn't you get? Haven't I given you $200 for every month you've been here?
Yes.
Or more? I mean, from the time you deposited your check?
Teresa.
I gave you cash a couple times, so you didn't deposit it, you kept the cash. You don't have...
Would you read the date? The date is September 20th, and what is this email? Can you read us this email?
Why should I shell out $200
That's
when
right.
you're not here?
I said, why should I? But I didn't not do it because we had agreed. I said, why should I? That's like, why? But I didn't say I wouldn't give you the $200, and you did get the $200.
Okay, the point now is not what's happened about money, what money I'm going to get.
The point is not that. You're accusing me of saying I wouldn't give you the $200, and I never said that.
Okay.
I said, why should I? That's not the same thing, Eileen.
Okay.
You're so damn literal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I accept that.
See, you got the $200 every month.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
that accusation is false.
Okay. Yeah, the thing I don't like about staying here is the constant emails, complaints, stirring up the pot.
Okay,
It's very
you
draining.
would have to give examples. Okay.
Oh, good.
Wait,
My email
I have,
is ready.
I
I'll
want-
send it to you, and you can print it out and
No,
come back.
I've got right here. I've got an example. I want to know. I have questions first.
Okay. These are the dates. There were blow-ups.
Oh, okay.
July 1st, July 7th, July 23rd, July 30th, August 7th, August 14th, September 4th.
About
and
what?
September. Oh,
About what?
all the points are there.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
All these, all the points I noted down. July 30th, July 31st, then we go into August. That was a lot. I assure you that Divine Mother is shivering in her shoes at your attitude, your behavior.
Well, that's
absolutely
true.
good.
It's bad.
Yes, yeah. If you feel that way, I don't feel that we can.
I'm not asking you
together.
to stay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that these things that you said here aren't true. There was never a month when you didn't get your $200.
Oh yeah, I never said that either.
Yes, you did, because you're quoting me here when you said, why should I give you $200? That's what I asked a question.
Yeah, but
I didn't say I wasn't
But
gonna...
the quote didn't say, I will not give you or I did not give you.
But you see, you're putting your own slant on it. I never said...
I'm just
the
putting
point
your own
is,
words.
you got your $200.
Yes, that's true.
All right, then that doesn't apply.
Well,
Because there was no time when you didn't get it. You can't use that as an argument. I did not change my mind.
the argument isn't about the money. The argument is about you causing a fuss and writing numerous emails.
No, okay, so this awful stuff
Yeah.
you said about me doesn't apply. Okay, so you said, you have to give me exact quotes here of what I said, all right. Okay, suddenly you want to change it. First of all, the reason I need to leave Shasta is you agree to something and later suddenly want to change it. The original contract said that at the first of every month the contract could be rewritten.
Okay,
We agreed on that.
There were also in July and August events where you suddenly said you're not going to pay for any gas when I take you to the store.
What was it in the contract?
Yes, the gas, I will pay gas for the Yaris was in the contract. And suddenly on July
Okay.
31st, you said, I've decided that now I'm not going to pay any gas.
Yes, but that's why we were supposed to negotiate a new contract, but you never sent it back.
That was in July 31st. The contract, we were not at that
The
point
contract-
negotiating a new contract.
Anytime
You just suddenly came and said, from now onwards, I'm not going to pay for it. It's not You're a money machine when I was taking you everywhere in my Yaris.
For God's sake, you hardly took me anywhere, but that's, you know.
Well, I wrote down all the dates if you want to see them.
Good. Miss Computer, that's nice to know. The point is, okay, so the point is about changing that at the beginning of every month, if I said, okay, I don't want to pay for gas anymore, then that's time to do a new contract because we're allowed to do a new contract every month.
Yeah, but I
And
wouldn't have
I
signed
didn't
that
say
new
I
contract.
wouldn't. I didn't say I wouldn't pay any gas, all the gas. I said I wanted to pay only for the gas I used.
Exactly.
And that's perfectly all right. That's an acceptable change.
Well, I go with you to the store.
No, that's not.
And if I pick up a potato in the store, your point was you're only going to pay for 50%.
That's right.
Yeah, and when Jen took you to the store, what was that situation?
Jen gets $10 when she takes me somewhere.
She gave me $10 the other day.
When Jennifer takes me
But
somewhere,
the other 2 times, I didn't push it.
Yeah.
you got $5.
No, you never gave that to me. You said you were going to, but
I did too give it to
No,
you.
no, no,
I took it
you were
out of my
getting-
wallet and gave it to you in the car.
Well,
Okay, up to this we have notes.
yeah,
But
the
I
thing is,
did
it
give
doesn't-
you $5 for that, and then I gave you 10 because it was only for me.
Yes, and that was okay. That was cool.
So I gave you a total of $15. Not my fault if you can't remember if I handed it to you.
My Yaris mats also were never paid for.
That's because you should pay for them yourself.
Exactly.
That was
That's
idiotic.
another thing you
I-
agreed on.
Well, not really. You see, the point with you is when somebody says something, you take it literally, like factual. A lot of things people say,
Yeah.
they don't mean it that way.
To me,
It's-
words have meaning, and
well,
truth
that's
and
the whole
untruth.
point. You're like a computer. So a word can't be changed.
And if you told Yukeshwar, I'm going to pay for your...
I didn't say
Beetle
that. I
nut.
say, oh, I'll pay for it. It's not the same.
I
mean,
know, and then Yukeshwar will come back and say, you didn't pay for it, and you would say to your guru, well, those are just words. Why do you take everything so literally,
All right.
guru?
The point is that
If you put the words on someone else, it's not going to make any sense. You're
the
the
point
crazy
is,
one here.
Eileen, that first
obviously.
of all, the first thing you accuse me of not getting the $200 isn't true.
I
You
didn't.
got
I
it.
never said you're not
Yes,
going
you
to give
did, because you said I changed my mind, and you've quoted down here, $200. Why should I shell out $200? But that was to say, why should I do it? I say a lot of stuff that's just for drama, but you take it literally, and that's the problem with you.
Yeah, that's my problem. All right.
That is
I
definitely
take
a problem.
words literally because to me words have value.
Yeah, well, you know
And
what?
words have power. Words are very
You're
powerful
looking at
to
the letter.
hurt.
You're looking
Like
at the letter
with
of
Jen,
the
when
law.
you were talking to Jen, your words, you don't think they're
I'm
powerful.
going to come to that.
You
No.
don't think they're powerful.
No, you don't understand.
But they
That it's
hurt.
you're telling me how you've hurt me.
Exactly. You always complain about words. What if I tell you why you're taking that so literally?
Jennifer,
I
is
say
this
something.
true? I'm asking Jennifer a question. Is this true or not? Words have the surface value, they're words. Words have feelings underneath, and those are two different things. Is that true or not? You can have the literal word, or you could have the feeling under the word. Both of them are there. Do you accept that there's a feeling under the words that the words themselves don't describe?
Well, words do a lot of things. They show feeling. They show truth. It's like
They're
when
not-
something comes out of your mouth, it should be the truth. If it's not, say, in the same, oh, maybe we'll do this, or maybe you'll get that. But when you say you will, then you accept. You think it's gonna.
What you're
All
saying,
right,
what
this
you're
statement-
saying is, when you say something to me that's not true, it shouldn't matter. But when I say
No,
something to
that's
you,
not
it,
true.
it does matter.
That's not true. All I said is because you're accusing me of changing my mind here. That's what you said. Why should I shell out $200 when you're not here? That's like I'm thinking about, why should I do that? I never said I gave it to you. The reason I gave you the $200 when you came back is to show you that I was keeping my word.
It's true.
About giving
but
$200.
if I forwarded just that quote from that email to 10 people, how many of those 10 people would think that you're saying that you're not going to pay?
I don't
I'm
know,
not
but
talking about 15 days later when you did pay. That was 15 days ago. You
Yeah,
just
that's right.
wrote while I was in Maui enjoying myself, and you're stirring up the pot and upsetting.
You're the one who said so many nasty things to me.
Well, that's nothing compared to the nasty things. All I said was state facts.
Okay,
You
what
called
have I
names.
said to you besides that I think you're bonkers, and I do. I think you're totally screwed.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
that's true. That's what I honestly
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I think that your thought processes are so different.
And if I said
from
that
other
to you,
people's.
if I wrote all those things you wrote to me about you, you would say that you can't stand it, that your feelings are so hurt. But
Okay,
when you
let's
say
go.
it to other people, it doesn't matter.
You know,
I don't
your
know.
feelings don't get hurt. You're like a machine.
Well, that doesn't give you the...
Okay, let's go on. You're just, you're going.
everybody talks about you behind your back, that you just stir
Who's
up the
everybody?
pot.
Who's everybody?
Anybody near to you.
Who's near to me except? Okay, that's why I
Becky,
wanted you to
Melissa,
come. Let's
and
talk
Jen.
about.
Nobody can stand up to you but me.
Let's talk about Jennifer.
Nobody wants to stand up to you.
I don't know anybody.
You're Jennifer, Melissa, and Becky, and me.
Yeah.
Nobody else
Melissa
is close
and I
to you.
are friends. Becky doesn't say
Yeah,
anything
we all
against
talk
me.
about you, and we all talk about stories, how you stir the pot and do something to bait
Melissa
us.
just talked to me about you, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
we all know about you. No one's gonna deny it.
Okay, Jennifer, I want to know what she says that I, let's see what she say. Okay, name calling. Okay, have I called you names? She apparently, I don't know what you said to her that day that you got so upset, but have I called you any names that you can think of?
Me?
Yeah.
Since
Have
when?
I said anything negative to you or called you any names?
Since when? Monster?
Scrounge
Miss
Lizard,
Monster?
I think, was the last one, but that was a while ago, I think.
Becky's scared to death of you, Eileen.
Really? Well, I have a lot of texts and emails that say something different.
What bad thing have I said to you? What
Becky's
name-
Bad
scared
thing
of
or
me.
bad name?
What? First of all, since she's accusing me of, well, you need to stay with it. Since she's accusing me of name calling, I want to know what.
This is an
name-
example of why I want to leave. Cornering us, third degree, and twisting things around so we
I'm not
can't say anything.
I'm not twisting anything.
Yeah,
All
what
I-
can we say to you when you say, oh, those are just words, you shouldn't
Well-
take it seriously?
well,
if
all-
we went into a court of law and you were saying the same words, people would laugh you out of the court. That's what we
All-
don't like about you.
All I said
You
so far
you
was
confront us and then you twist things around so much.
I'm not twisting things around.
Yes,
Eileen.
you are.
All I said.
They're just
was
words, feelings under the words.
All
Are you
I
crazy?
said, well, if you watch Courtroom, you'll see that
Yeah,
there's
you
a
would
lot
see.
of feelings under words that they talk about. Okay, they don't pay just with the words. All I said so far is you got your $200 every month.
Oh,
I
yes,
didn't
I
pull.
accept that.
I did not pull out of that.
Yeah, and what did
agreement.
my email said? It said that I want to leave because you keep changing things, and then you freak
you
out.
gave the only thing you quoted down here was about the $200. You said I keep changing things. I didn't change it.
Well, I have this other email I was about to send
Well, you
after
didn't
this
send-
one digested.
All right, you didn't send me anything in this email that supported what you said because I gave you the $200. So all these quotes don't matter.
Well, what date is on when you said that?
Okay, August 1st. Okay, let me see. July 31st. If I didn't make it clear, you'll continue to receive a minimum of $200 a month when away on trips in 2017. That will be included in the new contract. Okay. Then the next one you sent is, of course, when you are away on vacation, you will get the monthly stipend. Actually, I felt I was pushed into that. I didn't really want to do that, but you kind of, pushed me into
I
that.
was seeing if it was on here so I could go along with what she was saying.
Oh,
I
the
guess
one
you
that
thought
she's
I
reading.
wasn't
Yeah,
going
but
to
if
give-
not,
Actually, I don't agree. That was a good thing I agreed to. I don't think I should have agreed to that.
Right. Well, I could have just left to India immediately, but then Jen and I wouldn't have the nice time together, and all I had to do was pay for it with 10 of your freakouts. That was just my cost.
I don't
And I
freak
think it
out
was
that
worth it.
much.
Well,
I don't freak out that much.
Well, Shasta notes I just emailed to you. These are the dates.
But what do you call a freak out?
it says Confrontations due to mom changing her mind and wanting more financial benefit or payment, such as for gas. From Eileen, occurred on the following dates and lasted several days, if not longer, each time. She has it's very entertaining. She has it like exact days, and then you could work in a court.
The very first
Maybe
confrontation.
she'll
I mean,
still-
there was no confrontations in May because I was a slave driver doing 600 hours. But then in the first confrontation, she freaked out because I was 1 inch over my half of one shelf of my freezer space.
Yes.
Anybody would laugh at that if you
But
say
that
on the
wasn't-
outside,
that wasn't a
Catherine, there are 3 fridges and a freezer, and I'm allowed 1/2 of one
Look,
shelf.
Look, then I decided, oh,
Anybody
of course,
on the outside would
but
laugh.
you listen.
I know, and I wrote that down. Then you said, okay, I won't
Yeah.
freak out about your freezer
Yeah,
space
you see,
anymore.
then I said, well,
Then
let's
July
just-
7th, we have a different one.
Yeah, the point is, I'm getting bombarded on a regular basis by your freakouts, whether you change or not.
they're not freakouts.
Well, we call them freakouts
All
because
right,
you
Jennifer,
disturb
okay,
the
let's
peace.
go back to this accusation you made with Jennifer. Jennifer,
Oh no, sorry, Jen,
She
but I had
says-
to.
okay,
Do it.
if you make
I know you
accusations, you have to back them up. Name calling. What name have I called you since
No,
she's
this
been
is
here?
about you and me. This isn't about Jen.
I don't call your names. I just I think you're nuts.
Well,
Which I do.
that's a name calling.
That's not name calling. That's giving my opinion. I'm not calling you a name. I said my opinion is that you're nuts.
Monster.
That's my opinion.
Is, yeah. What do you call a name then? A name calling.
It's saying
If
you're
not
that.
monster.
I'm not saying you're that way. I'm saying my opinion.
Okay,
is that. I'm
what is a
talking
name
about
calling?
my opinion.
What do you
I don't know
interpret?
what you mean by name calling. That's why I brought
Do you
it
want to
up.
read the next entry?
First, I want this.
That
from
has
Jennifer.
names in it.
First of all, where you're concerned, I'm not talking about you. I'm going to talk about Jennifer. Jennifer,
Well, none
what
of this
name-
has to do with Jennifer.
because in the name calling, you're
It
trying
doesn't
to
have
say.
to do with Jen.
Yes, it does. You're trying to say that I call everyone names.
No, this
Okay.
says about me.
Okay,
This is
but
about me.
I want Jennifer.
When I came to Shasta, this is what I have to deal with. Me.
Okay, did it ever occur to you that there's a lot of conflict between our horoscopes and that we promote each other's, and with Jennifer it's different, okay? The name, you're not saying that I call Jennifer names, you're talking about you.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not saying okay, so you don't have
Why
any
would
name
I-
I called, wait a minute. You don't have any name I called you?
Not that I can think of lately.
Just monster.
Yeah.
Monster?
Yeah.
What's that?
What you call
You
it?
tell me.
When?
It was in an email, wasn't it?
When? What monster? I called you a monster?
Well,
Yeah.
I blocked it out, but obviously Eileen remembers. So let's bring up this email.
Well, I just have the
I-
second part about.
Yeah, see, I block. Once things happen, I just block them out.
Yeah.
I can't remember like Eileen can. So I don't know if that's good or
Okay,
bad.
About Jenny, these are just a few because most of your confrontations are in person and then you just forget, right?
Yeah.
It's the electricity that I spent many hours doing and I proved that you only have 30% of the bill and Maha gave
Well-
you 30% one month and then from the next month she said it's going back to 50%.
Do you know
'cause
what I
believe
did?
you're this 50%.
I went back to all the years for
That's
each.
one thing. Then the clothes, and all you did was put brand new clothes you were trying on her dresser, and she said, there will be no more ice maker for you. No more. Because you punish people. You punish. You say, I'm cutting
listen,
off the internet.
You're not
I mean, I'm just not
understanding.
going to deal with this.
You're not.
In Shanti, actually, even in Puda Party, I didn't have this drama. Jeez.
You're not understanding the electric bill. What I've done with Jennifer every month is I gave all the kilowatts per day.
Yeah, and I put it on a spreadsheet
Well, you
and
didn't
showed
work
you.
it out right because I gave her all the kilowatts per day and all the days, the months she wasn't here.
I did it. Yeah, I did
Well,
that.
you didn't come up with the right thing because
Because it didn't agree with what you felt.
No, that's not true.
I'm an accountant. I gave you the spreadsheet.
You don't understand how it's figured.
I put
You
10
you
different
can only
columns.
work.
I put 10 different columns for each kilowatt.
That's the problem. You only use kilowatts per day as how, for each month, kilowatts per day, you take all of June for 2008 through 2017, how many kilowatts per day when Jennifer was here, how many kilowatts per day when she wasn't here.
It's all on there. I
Well,
did that.
you didn't figure it right because it's always 50-50.
It's okay. I just go with the flow. If she changes it, I just go with
Jen,
it.
I didn't change it.
The point is, I
I
proved.
showed you. You don't.
I
know.
sent you the
okay.
You
spreadsheet.
don't understand.
It's
You don't know
okay.
what you're doing, Eileen.
You're not even listening to what you saw the spreadsheet and you agreed.
I know you did. You weren't working it right. I don't know how you got the amounts.
I showed you and you looked at it and you agreed. See,
Well, maybe I
there's just
didn't
no
really look
talking
at
to
it.
you. Yeah, there's no talking to you.
No, there's no talking to you. All right, let's get one thing agreed. Jennifer, you can't remember any names I called you. Is that right?
That's right. I mean, you've said things that have hurt me deep.
Well, you
know.
said things that hurt me too. That's human. That's human beings.
Yeah. But I don't do it deliberately.
I don't do it deliberately either.
Okay.
Eileen's the only one that does it deliberately. Okay, so the $200 you got. So that's a false accusation, right?
No, because I never said in that statement, I never said that you're not going to pay. I said that you
You
threatened.
said there's conflicts in what I said. And that's the only thing you quoted was about the $200. There's nothing else in this email.
It's like when I guess when you tell someone something like that, it hurts them because you're threatening that you're not going to live up to the promise, and they're hurt that you're not.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
it's not a hurt. She gets mad.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to be, not judgmental.
It's so unnecessary. What a waste of time.
It's not a
It's
waste
not
of time because
spiritual
you're
at all.
accusing. What is spiritual, Eileen?
You
Spiritual
have
is-
no idea. Look at your life. You stir up trouble and cause negativity everywhere.
Jen, how much trouble have we had in the time we've been here in recent years?
Oh, it comes and it goes, so.
And
She
how
right?
long does it last?
Oh, sometimes a couple hours, sometimes a couple days. but-
Exactly. It doesn't
Yeah.
last, right? It
Yeah.
gets blown away.
Yeah.
And we don't even remember what
Yeah,
it was
usually
about.
less than a week, and we're back to normal, and both of us forgot what we fought about. It's a perfect relationship.
That's true. Because we realize that we don't mean to hurt each other, and we just figure because we don't put so much emphasis on words. That's the thing.
I don't like drama.
Yeah, but in that time that both are hurt, you both do things to comfort yourself, and maybe Jen has to go to eBay and buy a few things whenever you hurt.
Is that why you
Or
buy
I
everything?
cook a couple extra meals with, the last of my money.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what you're always saying. You need to have a comfort after Maha hurts you.
Yes, and
Jen,
sometimes I gotta get ingredients that
Can you
put
remember-
20 minutes, 20 miles.
can you remember any time when I hurt you compared to all the times I've helped you?
She doesn't make notes like me.
No, I do not.
But
I
I've
do not.
received many emails
I feel that we have a
describing-
harmonious relationship. That we just we know how to interact with one another to not cause any drastic drama.
Yes.
So
Well,
we're
you do
okay.
have drastic drama, but like
Yeah.
you said, it goes away after 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
To me, I was a year with Janine. I was a year with Willow, who wasn't even a good roommate. And this was unheard of. I was 7 years in Shanti Ashram. There was never drama like
Exactly,
this.
and you weren't expecting them to give you money for everything either.
Right.
You see me as a bank account, and if I don't give you the money you want,
I was
therefore,
here.
You treat me completely
Whenever
differently.
I come and visit, whenever Becky comes and visits Melissa, you have to cause some drama.
That's not true. I don't know about
Ask
any
Becky.
drama. Mostly I just stay quiet.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry you're forgetting. Maybe you do have Alzheimer's.
Melissa and I have never had troubles.
Jenny,
The
Melissa
one
and hers
time,
never had
yeah.
troubles.
The one time, yeah, Melissa got really upset with me is with Rigo, is because I just asked her one question. I said something about what's going on with Rigo or something, and she totally fell
The
apart.
fact is that every time I visited, you've had blow-ups, but you forget, just like Jen forgets when you
Jen,
have blow-ups. So
do
you don't
see,
remember how much disturbance you cause.
Jen, do you see that I caused disturbance with Melissa and Becky?
Well, you definitely did with Becky the last time she was here.
Yeah, because I...
Kicking me out of the house so you could scream
What?
at her and make her feel lower
No,
than she
don't
already
you-
felt.
But don't
Even
you,
though she was having a nervous breakdown.
Don't you see how that turned out?
Oh,
Yeah, It turned out for her feeling beaten down and deciding not to say anything at all.
No, you're not getting it. What it turned out is, we talked about maybe it would be best, maybe she wasn't supposed, it wouldn't be best if she came back.
But she was having she was crying.
Yes, that was what...
uncontrollably, and you're shooting her down.
No, I'm not shooting her down. I'm being a counselor and getting her to talk about what's bothering her. The way it turned out great. Because when we were done talking, we were, well, maybe God, wants you to do something else during the summer. Then she, she's calm. Then she goes to church the next day. She has a conference with the minister, and she comes back and she said, "Guess what, Mom? He said the same thing you did. So I'll think about it. It turned out great." Yes, Becky.
I just thought you didn't take care of it the right way.
No, that was your opinion, and I knew you were wrong.
Yeah, well,
That's
you're
why
pushing me out of the house while my daughter is crying, wanting to commit suicide because you're shooting her down, and you would
No,
not let
Jen,
me...
I wasn't shooting her down. I was getting her to talk about what was. You were never a counselor. You weren't trained.
No, I just wanted to be there with her, and you wouldn't even let me be there with her.
No, you were ruining it. You couldn't be there. That was not the time for sympathy.
The question was, did you ever upset her? And the answer is yes, you did upset her.
But it turned out great. Don't you? You don't know what none of you know anything about psychology or counseling. You're not educated. You don't know what the hell's going on.
You have scarred her so badly, she's afraid to come back here.
That's not true.
It's true.
What? Because she said she was so glad.
Jen, there's no reason to say anything to her because she can't hear.
That's not true.
Anybody else we talk to, there's a good intake. You just can't.
Did you just hear what Jennifer just said?
Yeah, tell us, Jennifer, what you were saying.
She said we have a good relationship and we can understand each other. Do you forget that? That came out of Jennifer's mouth.
I know where I'm in the pecking order, and it's okay.
Well, then see, that's not true either. Don't we exchange evenly?
You've been beaten down so many years, Jen. I don't know. Beaten down.
It's just, it's the way it is. It's okay.
What are you saying? Are you saying that I beat you down all these years?
No. It's just that you have your opinion about things, and if I don't agree with it, I'm screwed.
Well, that's not true.
It is for all of us. If we don't agree with you, we're screwed.
That's not true.
Whenever we try to voice our opinion, you
Let's
come
talk
after
about
us
you
in a negative, shooting down, make you feel like crap mode.
Yeah, and that's why you stir up trouble.
What's happened recently with us, where that's happened.
Oh boy, let me think.
Well, the ice maker, I mean, it's not a big sin to put a piece of clothing on a clean counter.
Yeah.
Well, it bothered me because I pictured other people trying.
But you feel the need to punish and threaten. That's not acceptable in my life. I don't need somebody punishing and threatening
That's not
me.
acceptable in my life either.
Good. Well, anyway, we've made
Jen,
the decision.
You apparently go to Eileen with things instead of talking to me about
No.
what
Eileen and I talk about totally different things than what you and I talk about.
Well, then how come she's saying that you go to her, with all the complaints about me?
I didn't. Show me where that's
You said that I shoot her down all the time. That she said I shoot her down.
Well, that's just from years and years occasionally getting emails.
Is that true, Jen, that I shoot you down all the time?
Not all the time.
No,
what have I shooted you down recently?
Well, like with the, telling me that boyfriends in my past, I've always let them control me.
I didn't say that. You interpret. I said if you build up strength inside,
we
guys
actually
don't interrupt
we do
me.
have the audio recording of you saying that you're her boyfriends. You let.
I didn't say that. I said if you build up the more strength inside, men won't take advantage of you. That's exactly what I said.
I recorded it.
You did record it?
Yes, I recorded it. And every time I hear it, I start crying again.
So what did I say?
Bad. You said that I've always let men control me in my life.
Well, is that true?
No, that's not, because
you've stood up for them a lot.
Yeah.
But you just stayed with them.
Yeah. I guess what
and the thing is, it brought back, I guess, memories that I was hiding, because it just made me cry and get depressed, and then I went into an anxiety attack. So.
Yeah, you caused that.
You brought something up from my...
No, don't say I caused it. She reacted to what I said that way. I don't cause it.
You said it very hurtfully.
Well, I guess you were not. I was hoping to get you.
I will only count 60. I cannot accept any longer being treated as a shabbily?
Shabbily.
Shabbily as you're treating me.
It means like a torn piece of cloth.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I assure you that Divine Mother is shivering in her shoes at your attitude. Your
Here's the
behavior is absolutely and totally unbelievable. Not even situated as a human being, suited for a human being. The topic of ours is closed. If you don't want to sign the contract, then I guess there's no need for $200 a month any longer. Okay, now you can respond.
It's true that as a person, Eileen is a master and commander. She's not a good servant. She's not good working for people. You know, that's why she didn't get along with her boss at work, because she wanted the boss to give her certain, to think of her a certain way and be happy for what she did.
2 years everything went smoothly until her boss told her, don't give Eileen any time for overtime. And that's what happened. She was perfectly happy to let me do my job. And I've been working for 12 years, and wherever I go, people beg me to come back.
You're very talented in what you do. That's true. And put that camera down, please.